Hey, how was your weekend, Orlando?
Not bad, very good.
How is the weather there? A lot of rain?
Well, it's crazy.
And like usual.
Yes, because sometimes it's raining and then it start to raining and then it start the weather is sunny, but all the time it's cold.
Oh my God, like right now here in Medellin it's been raining since middle day, I think since 12 o'clock, I don't know. It's been raining the whole day.
Really? Oh my goodness.
Yes.
No,
The,
it's so right now it's cloudy, but it's not raining now.
okay, did you watch the video,
Yes,
Orlando?
teacher. I watched the video and I watching the video again because I write down the names of every guy.
You are
Yeah.
prepared this time.
Yes, Jordan, Sheen.
There is one name that I wasn't able to 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 write or to know the guy with the black cap.
Yeah, yeah, yes.
The,
Oh, okay. Well, the Black Cat is
the, in the video they mentioned their name.
so
I think that he's the only one that
let
I can see his name.
let me yes. The name is let me I'm gonna say Joseph.
Joseph. Oh my God!
Yes.
In which minute I
Yes,
totally missed it.
but not the guys with glasses, right? So with glasses on the cap.
Is the guy with the black cap? He, with I don't if I
So
remember.
he has torn the cap, right?
Yes, yes, he has
Okay.
turned the cap.
Okay. Yes. He is a graduate school student, right?
Yes,
Yes. Joseph.
Joseph. Oh my God. Okay, well, I just put him like black cap guy. You will understand.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, let's see if Aurelia can be with us because she's online, but she isn't answering the call.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, let's wait for her a minute and I'll be right back, okay?
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna continue write down the names.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
Hi, Aurelia.
Hello.
Hello, you're welcome.
Miss Aurelia, how are you?
Hello, teacher. Sorry. How are
Don't
you?
worry, don't worry. We were waiting for you. Are you
Oh,
okay?
okay. Yes. I'm okay, teacher. Sorry, but my phone
Okay.
was like out, so sorry.
Okay, don't worry. Perfect. Mr. Orlando, are you there? Are you awake?
Yes, I'm
Okay,
here.
perfect. Aurelia, did you watch the video?
Yes, teacher. Yes, I watch it. Like yes, it's fine.
Okay, so let me think about what we are going to have first. The little debate or the quiz.
Okay.
Let's have the debate so you have time to forget the names.
Oh no, teacher.
Did you write the names? Did you wrote the names?
No, I didn't, teacher. I
Oh
didn't.
my
I
god.
didn't.
Oh my god. Poor
We
Aurelia.
we have to.
And no, but it can be of help.
Okay. It will be better. But okay, it's fine.
Okay. Okay, guys, can you see
Okay.
the screen?
No, teacher, I can't.
Okay. Okay, what about now?
Yep.
Okay, Aurelia?
Yes, right now, yes, I can do it. I can see it.
Okay, perfect. So, guys, dropouts and graduates. Is college worth it? Let's start with the first statement. I fear how I would be judged if I didn't go to college. Any of you feel identified with this statement, or in any moment of your life you were afraid of going to college, and how did you overcome that fear?
Well, teacher, in my case, I didn't fear to be judged, maybe for people or for my relatives or maybe for my parents. So maybe in my particular case, I just can say that I never feel uh, that kind of fear. So and why? Well, maybe by my job. So because I was all the time so making different things. So I mean, so in the army, so really you don't have the opportunity to do many things. So but into the job, so you have to do a lot of things, and maybe you don't have time to think, oh, my family is thinking that maybe I could be an engineer or maybe an architect or maybe a lawyer. So no, just I just was working, and that's it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Mr. Orlando. So, Aurelia, what about you? In any moment of your life, did you fear to going or not, or maybe decide to not going to college?
Yes, teacher. Yes, of course. Well, actually, because when I was like 19, I have my baby. So, when you have a baby at this young age, like so many people like judge you a lot, like, oh, she was so young to have a baby. You are so young. You're not going to do nothing with your life, and you are not studying. So like basically like they judge you and they say to you like you are not going to do nothing with your life. So yes, for me it was like something, and I didn't have neither my my high school, yeah, my high school, I didn't finish it. So at this age, at 19. So for me, yes, it was like a fear, and but actually, before to have my baby, I didn't want to study anything. And I just want to travel around all the world and like doing maybe an artistic career, but or an artistic, but don't study anything. But the next that I have my baby, it was like different, because you have to think about your future, because if you are going to do yes, you have to think about your future with children. You have to think about your future, because your future are going to be a little part of theirs one, so yes, for me it was like something fear that you don't go to college and be judged for also for it, so yes.
Yes, at some point it's overwhelming because the kind of things that change your whole life from upside down. A baby, you have to think, you stop thinking about yourself and you have to think about the future of someone else. It's a very important event in everyone's life. Okay, guys, can I ask you if this career were your first option, like maybe you have another option or you wanted to study anything else beside this at the beginning?
Well, in my case, yes, teacher. I have the very too much options, but and maybe it was because one day, so a commander tell me that, hey, hey Orlando, so you are a clever man, so why you don't study at the university? And I love and say, really? But why? And then he say me, well, because you have to think and in the future, in your future and your family future. And I said, well, but I can do a lot of things. And he said me that, well, yes, you're right, but it's too much important preparation for the future. So whatever you want to do, you must to be you must be prepared, because you don't know what is going to happen in the future. And if you get a professional career, so you should have more opportunities for maybe do or get a better job, so or maybe to get another opportunities. And I would think, well, does he he has right. And I try for 6 months trying to enter the university. And I was thinking, well, so maybe this is my opportunity, or maybe this is not my opportunity. So maybe cost the university costs a lot of money. How can do to reduce that cost? So I had to spend more time with my family. I had to spend more time with the university. So all of them is a balance. So maybe I was thinking all the time about that. And just one day he said me, "Hey, you already start with the university?" I say, "No, not really." He said me, "Why not, dear?" Well, um, I don't know. I mean, and he said me, "So do you need the money?" And I say, "No." So in 2 days, I'm going to enroll in the university, and I did it.
Okay, that's perfect. Yes, because is in some moment of our lives there is someone or an event that that gave us that little push that we need to, okay, we will make this, I am going to make this decision, I'm going to
Yes.
study, I'm going to make this or that. We just need just a little push, a little go and do that to for us to go straight and take the opportunity. What about you, Aurelia?
Well, actually, as I was telling you, first I wished to study art, but I was thinking about my child, and I was like, okay, it's a good way, and I really like it, but it is like more complicated to have like success in that kind of work, no? So I was thinking like, okay, I already speak French. I have a so level of English, but I can improve it, and I like a lot of languages. So and I like teaching. It was like one day. A man told me that if I can give children some class of English, and I say, okay, it's okay. Let's begin. And when I began, it was with her daughters and with other kids, and they were like around like 10, and I was like so stressed. But when I began to give the class, I feel like, oh my God, that is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I really like it, and being in contact with children or young people
Yeah, it's perfect because
of
it happens a lot that we don't we when we
adults,
try
it was like
something.
something I don't know. I feel like
Hello.
So I was thinking about the Aurelia said teacher. So and I was thinking about this make the decision to start at university is more difficult to a woman or maybe a man. So I don't know. Maybe in the case of Aurelia, um, she she she, she got a baby in the early years. So, but as a man, maybe we can think the same. So I don't know. I mean, so if you got a baby when you are younger, so maybe you just think that oh my God, so I can do anything more. So because I have a responsibility, so I have to be all the time with my baby. I mean, with my future wife, maybe, or just with the baby because many young thing is just in the baby and now in the couple. So maybe the thing how to do the things in a couple.
Yeah, maybe it's sometimes it's different for a man or for to or a woman to make this decision. And like you say, having a baby is a big event in anyone's life. But more it affects more the mother than maybe the father. Maybe the guy can have a bit of freedom until he finish their studies or something or make another decision. It really depends of the couple and what they think as a future for them.
Yeah. In both cases, a young dad or a young, a young father or a young mother. So in both cases, maybe the fear, so the how the people is going to use you. So maybe that is it's a very hard decision. So, because you must to think not just for your baby, you must to think about your relatives. Because maybe that's it the I don't know the barriers that you have in in your future, your goals, in anything you want to get. So maybe someone of your relatives is going to say, but why you are going to do that? So maybe a friend or another person could say you, oh, you can do it. That. So look that person. He has more talent than you. He has well, maybe this capacity maybe. So or he doesn't, or he or she doesn't have an arm on a leg. So and they continues with their life. So we can do it wherever we want to do. So, but just we made the decision and go ahead.
Yes, when that happens, everyone wants to give their opinion.
Yep.
Everyone wants to give their opinion, and sadly and luckily, most of them are not helpful. The people is always judging you about your life, about, oh my God, what are you going to do with your life? What are you going to study? Why you have a baby? Why you got married? What? Oh, please, it's my life. I decide how I'm going to develop my plan and my life, and with who I'm going to be.
Well, that is our case in Colombia, but we don't know the point of Aurelia. Maybe in her country.
Yeah, sadly, the Colombian culture is full of prejudice. Prejudice is the word.
Yes, and also like gossip are very important here in Colombia.
Yes, yes. The Colombian culture can be very toxic in some cases. Give me 1 second, guys. Be right back.
I apologize with that, Aurelia. So because not all the Colombian people think the same. So, well, what I think, so it depends how many people you meet. So, I mean, so it's I always put this comment, so because it's a personal point. So about how you make friends. So if you go maybe a disco or to meet friends. So maybe they are not the best friend that you can get. But if you go, maybe also if you think in a different way, you say, well, I'm gonna make friends, but not in a disco. Maybe I'm gonna, well, I don't know, maybe it sounds very fun, but maybe in a library, you can meet all interesting people. So and maybe they think or have the different points about the lives or about the how you can face that the trouble that you can get around your life or in many different cases. I know. I don't know what you mean, Aurelia. What do you think?
Yeah. Hello, teacher.
And we are waiting for the teacher, Aurelia.
What? Sorry, I don't know why my internet connection is so bad. I don't understand what.
The internet connection is very
Very
bad.
slow.
Yes,
Yes.
maybe it's by the weather.
yes, because here it's like it seems like it will be raining more later.
Yes.
So yeah, so the teacher, what he say? I didn't heard. I didn't listen.
No, no, no. I just given a point.
Okay. Well, and also talking about waiting for the teacher. Also talking uh, about the judgment of the other people. I think that also here in Colombia, like being a teacher is not something that a lot of people see, look with a good eye. Like it's not like a good profession. It's like something that, uh, for example, some students used to say like, oh yes, for the teacher, for example, oh yes, you would like to be an engineer, but you couldn't, so you became a teacher. Like so many people think that to be a teacher is not something like important. It's like just like anything.
Sadly, yes.
And
Sadly, many
something
people
like
think that.
like
Mm.
it's so bad.
Okay, guys, I'm back. I noticed that you were talking about how the Colombian culture sees the teaching as a profession.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, sadly, when you say that, oh, you are a teacher, but you do nothing, and you earn so well, but you do nothing. You only work like 6 hours a day. What do you do? It's not
Yes.
fair. They always judge you because you don't break your back 8, 10, or 12 hours doing a physical work or something. They sadly in the latest years the profession of being a teacher in Colombia is not so is not well appreciated that in the past.
Oh,
Yes,
maybe
yes, it's
teacher.
something like a, a whatever profession, and also because,
Yeah.
for example, in my family, they used to tell me like, oh, but you are not going to receive any money, you are going to have only like three monedas. I don't know how to say it. So it was like
Yes, I agree
very
with you, Aurelia. So because so
important that is that what
yes, Aurelia internet connection is very bad, Pisha.
Yes, it's very unstable. What do you think, Orlando, about this?
Well, I think that it's not just with the that teacher profession. So I think maybe technical profession or technological profession. So in both in all of those cases, so many people in Colombia think that if you are an engineer, or maybe if you are an architect, or maybe if you are a lawyer, or maybe if you study medicine, maybe you are a professional person. And I think maybe they are wrong. So because whatever you want to do, so you can do it at the best, and you can do it in fact a professional in that you do, just because you love to do that. So it's not if you have a degree, so in something, or maybe if you get a master or something else. So or maybe if you go to the university, so maybe that is something that all the time. So in the past, some people or maybe made that opinion as a rule in our culture. And if you are an engineer, you are the drops of the family. And maybe I think that is wrong, because if you are um, well, I don't know, it's a good person, because I don't like to use a good person, but maybe if you do like you like, so sounds better. So maybe you can get a professional in your art, maybe in your craft, in any craft that you want to do.
Yes, it's different when you say, "Oh, I'm an engineer, I'm an architect, I'm a doctor or something." And when you say, "Oh, hey, I'm a teacher," uh, okay, you're a teacher.
Yeah.
Yes, it's funny and sad at the same time reaction, but okay, it's what we have right now, and is
But that is
most.
going to change. That is
I
going to
I
change.
hope I hope because most of the people that work as a teachers right now and which are studying to be a teacher is mostly because they love that profession because sadly in Colombia is one of the less worst paid professions right now in
Yes,
comparison to others. Okay,
and it is
guys.
an important profession, but yes, that's life.
Okay, let's go with the next statement. I believe college should be free. Don't you think it will lose value to be a graduate? What do you think about this statement, guys?
Hmm.
Well, I don't think so that it will be lost value because more than the price that you paid for it is more the effort that you make for finish your school, sorry, your college. I mean, if you don't pay anything, but also you have to spend time studying, to spend to yes, to make an effort. If you don't understand something, you have to research, you have to investigate, you have to do yes, you have to spend time with that. So maybe I don't think that it will lose value because it's not like the money that import, but the time that you spend. Like I mean, for example, for a bachelor degree, you have to make 5 years. You can do it faster, but if you do it faster, it's going to be more complicated because you have more work to do, more yes, more tasks to delivery. So it is. I think that we have to see it more like the point of view of the time that's the money. And yes, I think it should be free because I don't think if it will be free, I don't think that all the person will study it because I mean there are people that don't like to study and that is all. They don't like it and they don't want to spend their time in that activity. So I think that it will be kind, it will be okay, it will be fine because they are persons that don't have the money and they want to study, but they don't have the money because for example yes, they don't have the money. So it will be something easier for them uh, talking about money, but about the effort it will be the same, I think. Don't you think?
Oh, well, I think maybe in a different way. So, but because I think that it depends. So, it depends. So, in our culture, for example, so many people maybe they think that they deserve all for free, and this is not really. Maybe I think that is within what is my motivation to do something, what is my motivation to get something, and maybe if someone say me, okay, so don't worry for the motivation, you just have to go to the university or the college for free, don't worry for that, and maybe I can lose my motivation, but it depends on on the the social class maybe, and it depends as well so the how motivation I am in get something, because so we can see that many people have the opportunity to study and maybe they don't take advance in do that, so because maybe they think, well, that is easy, I can got it. So if something is I can go to the market and I had many options to get something to eat and all is for free. And you have to, okay, I'm gonna eat this one and this one, but maybe there is no a needs. So we need a needs as a human beings. We need a needs, and as a Colombian, so we need a needs. We need a motivation. We need something that make you to maybe uh, take or maybe face as something not like something bad. So I mean, I don't want to say that you need to suffer to get something. So, but that's make you as a human being. That's make you proud. So because you have to face all the barriers, or you have to face all difficult conditions, or difficult times, or hard times. So because you need to get that, and maybe that make you so a bet, maybe that make you better. So I don't believe that we need to be or to get all for free. So we need to pay for something. That's it the same. If you have to give back something to the society, to the community, so it's because you must to pay for that. So you must to pay, you must to do your best, but because that is something that you want. So as well, imagine if you have the college or the university for free. So what happened? So maybe in our culture as a Colombian, so many people are going to think, well, I can choose, I can go to be a medicine. I want to study medicine. I want to be a doctor, or maybe I want to be an architect, and maybe the demand of professional is going to be very high, and that is bad for any country,
But
because
you know, for an example, but considering your example, for an example, okay, for an example about the medicine, okay, no, yes, because medicine career is free, so I am going to do this one, but it does not mean that the person can enter and can do the career because it's for free, but it doesn't mean that he's going to win the career. It doesn't mean that that well, so it doesn't mean that if he don't have to pay, if he doesn't have to pay, he is going to improve your career, because the money is not time, is not the effort. So you can enter at this career for free and you don't have to pay anything, but you have to make the effort, and you have to have a good notes, good, yes, good notes, good degrees good grades, sorry, good grades to can improve your career, and to can finish your career,
yes, yes,
and
yes.
even
I agree.
it's free.
I agree that earlier. But my point is all of one want to be study medicine. All the people want to study that career that many people think that are the best. So imagine. So there is no, or there are no technological people. There are no technical people. So we need someone who makes the label job, so and not just a management. So because that is not good. I can put an example. So I have the opportunity to go to a town. So it is Utica. It's close to Facatativá. It's 1 hour long. And what happened over there? So all the youngs want to be an engineers. So it's environment engineers. All of them want to do that. So, but it's a town. It's maybe 5,000 people or 10,000 people around, so or less people. And imagine it's all of them want to study the same, and there are no people who wants to maybe grow the land. There are no people who maybe wants to do something different. It's all of them have the same opportunity. It's very good. But the problem is that in our culture as a Colombian, so many of the relatives, in fact the parents, they want the son be an architect, an engineer, an ambient engineer. So, but that is not good for the society. That is my point. So all of us can be can do a doctor. All of us can't do a lawyer. All of us can do an engineer because we need so more people can do another levels. Maybe in any employee, so you need to do something different that the director or maybe so the management, so the manager. So there are at different levels in any company, in any country. So, or imagine if I had the opportunity to be a president, maybe I'm going to say something crazy, but imagine if I can have that opportunity as a Colombian, I have that opportunity. That maybe there are other people that have the capability. So that is my point. So all of us has to do something here, but be a teacher. So it's no less and it's no more than be a cooker or a cook.
Okay, what Orlando is saying, it can be in. Maybe it doesn't sound so good, but it's a need for the society and the world we live. Um there has to be some kind of filter to enter or to access a degree or a new university education. There has to be maybe in the shape of money or an exam or something, but there has to be a filter that doesn't allow everyone to access that kind of study, to doesn't allow everyone to be a doctor, to be a teacher, to be an engineer, to be an architect. Sadly, in the world we live, there has to be the people that maybe that fixes our cars, that maybe that clean the road, or those kind of works. There has to be those kind of people, because right now, if everyone have access to a degree or to a university study, who is going to be in charge of those kind of jobs? And there is someone that mentioned that in the video. And in some ways, there's people that prefer those kind of works, and sadly, there are people that doesn't have the capacity, the mental capacity, or isn't able to isn't, I don't know, maybe their way of thinking, they simply doesn't like to study, so they prefer some other kinds of works. And let's think about something else, guys. For example, someone wants to study medicine, to be a doctor in the Universidad Antioquia. The access exam is very hard, and the people that present that exam is too much. Okay, that this guy doesn't pass the exam. He searched for another option. Let's say he passed to architecture or to laws in another university. He discovers that he's good in the other career that he chose, because he wasn't allowed to enter to study medicine or to be a doctor. So those kind of filters in money or exams are good for the system that we have now.
Well, teacher, I think
Yeah,
maybe that's not
yes,
working. And
like
why?
as you said, sorry,
What?
as you said, uh, as you said before, I think that also if it will be free, for an example, the college, I think they will be so many people that will neither go there, because for example, I am living right now in a rural part, in a rural city, like it is a very little town. And here, for example, the Sena, the institution, the Sena, had come so many times here, and they had offered so many programs, technical and technological programs for them, or also simply courses like about English, or I don't know, technical courses for help them to do something else with their life. No, I don't know, maybe like doing maybe like a previous study, but and you know that the Sena is free, no? They don't you don't have to pay for studying with the Sena. And the teachers that I am working with them right now told me that no one students came over in those courses. They simply don't care about that. The teacher told me, hey, you know, the Sena came here, and no one, no, not on, neither one students come to have the courses. Nobody come to the classes. No, nobody, and it is for free, and nobody came. They simply don't don't have interest in studying nothing. So that is why I was thinking that maybe it was for free, they will also have a lot of people that it will not like to study because simply I don't know, I think that they don't have the interest of it. And that is true. It have to be some people that don't have like education. But I don't know, I think that also, for an example, if for example, I don't know, a taxi driver, okay, or a cooker, if they have more education, I think that maybe it will be great because, for an example, a taxi driver will have more culture. They will have, for an example, it will be also interesting about the touristic places. For example, they can speak about more things. They have more culture to respect each other. I don't know. I think I understand totally your point of view, and I think that the society have to add all the kind of words because if not, it will not function. It could not function. But I think yes, okay, it could not function. But I think that if everybody have an education, it will be like a society more I don't know the correct word, like more um with human beings more comprehensible and more um, yes, and more conscious about all the I don't know about all the problems and all the solutions that we can do each other's, like as I said before, like a taxi driver, or I don't know, simply men that make the cleaning of the house. If they have more culture, maybe it could be changed something. But it could be also a problem, like you told before, that nobody wants to be a taxi driver or cleaning house. So I don't know, it's a difficult question.
What I think, Aurelia, so I respect your point, and but well, I was write down so many things about what you say, so and maybe when you say so about the many people in Sena, they don't want to study, and maybe I could say that maybe I don't have the answer, but I could say something that maybe is something that it's happening right now. So and not just in the Sena, in around the free college, and it's about that the people lost the motivation to do something. So we are seeing that. So about how the people start to lose the motivation. So the motivation is something that motivates you to do something. And when you have all for free, and when you have all in your hand, in your right hand, in your left hand, so you don't have any motivation to do something, to get something. So it's my own point. So about that, I don't know. This maybe that is the same in all the countries. So, but that is something that is very important to notice. So, in order to maybe make or to get some solutions about the how many institutions enroll the student. So really they have the motivation, and maybe they are over there because the relatives or maybe by the parents all the time say, oh, go over there because if you don't go to the Sena, maybe you are going to get the drugs, or maybe you are going to get into the gangs. So that is a reality. So that's just one. So when the people say that the university or the college is for free, so that is not true. So because you must pay taxes, and you are a sponsor for the education of all the people who's going to the Sena, because someone or so yes, someone has to pay to the teachers.
Yes,
right?
in the end, it isn't so free.
Yes, yes. You must pay taxes, and the taxes are a way how to sponsor the free education. So really, the education is not free. So if the governments, any governments in any country sponsor the free university, free college, so what happened? They have to reduce another social services, like maybe in the early childhood, for example, or maybe in the and the maybe elders as well, or many other social services as well. So, and with all my respect, Aurelia, but be a professional is not synonymous with be a good person. I mean, so maybe if you go to a university and maybe you get a degree, that doesn't mean that you are going to be a great person. So you are a respected
Yes,
person
that's a
because
total different. I've been through a lot of people that have degrees and master as all kind of studies, but in the end, they don't have values. They don't have. They are the less humble people in the world. They are crap. Those
yeah.
people are crap.
So in fact, when we talk about the corruption, it's not but it's something that is not have a title. I mean, uh, when we talk about the corruption, it's because there are a professional person behind that corruption. No, it's for someone that doesn't have any education. It's someone that has a great education and they are the most corruption person.
Okay, guys. Yeah. To finish this statement, sadly, having a degree doesn't guarantee that you will be a person with good values. So let's go with the next one that is similar to the previous one. If everyone went to college, it will become useless. You think there should always be people with degrees and people without it. The thing that we were talking about.
Oh, well, teacher, so let me the word first about this statement. So what I think this one, I would like to give my point with all my respect with the Cuban people. So and it's about that happened. Maybe that is my example. So what happened in Cuba? In Cuba, so you are a doctor, you earn the same like a tailor. That's all. So maybe is everyone has the opportunity to went to the college. So what is becomes useless? So well, in a country where there exit the communists the communist government happened that. I'm not sure how this work in our country because we had a democratic government. So we are a democratic country. So, but I think that in our country, where the corruption, where the social environment, so maybe we are lost a lot of values. So about the how is or who is a professional, and maybe it's not something that is useless, but it's something that many people is not to recognize. So the values of a professional person. So I can give you an example is as a teacher. So many people think you are a teacher. Hmm. I was thinking maybe you are a doctor.
Yes, that's right. The people judge you by how you look, and the last thing that the last profession they will think is to be a teacher. Like we were talking about, is one of the less valued professions in Colombia.
Yes. Teacher, maybe Aurelia is gone.
Let me check. Yep,
Yes.
she's gone.
Yes. Maybe it's by the internet connection.
Let me try to catch her again.
So, teacher, what I think about this statement. So maybe in Colombia, we are living that statement. So everyone has the opportunity to go to the college. So independent is to the SENA, or maybe it is another program in the government program, or the public program. So, but all of us have that opportunity. So, well, maybe in some cases it's cheaper, and other is for free. But I think in Colombia, all of us have that opportunity. But what is happening? Maybe um, in some companies, maybe I think that doesn't have some companies don't have the opportunities to increase the levels. I mean, so we need more enterprises, more companies where they have the opportunity to offer employees to all to the, maybe for the demand, right? You know what I mean?
For compare the demand and the offer of professionals compared to what the companies are adding to the companies are contracting.
Yes, because maybe it happens like here. Maybe you get maybe a good score in your degree, and maybe you want to get a great opportunity to work, but you don't have the chance. And maybe you start to think, well, maybe in Colombia I don't go to get a chance, so I'm going to immigrate. So maybe that could be an effect. So it's the college or the university becomes at least as useless.
Yes, it's very difficult right now because the competition in the country and in the world right now it's very hard. It's very hard because besides the companies from the companies from Colombia, there are a lot of enterprises from other countries, a lot of franchise that are always looking for the best for a professional with language that know how to speak maybe English or French or with especially let me search the word maybe with a master or with any other kind of study that adds to their curriculum.
Yes. Let me give you an example, maybe a summary about this statement. So, and maybe with all due respect, but it's something like the secondary school or maybe the elementary school in Colombia is for free. So, well, unless you are in a private school. So, but all the public schools are for free. So, but when the students got graduated of the secondary, so they have to get enrolled to the university. They don't have the opportunity maybe to get the same university, right? So, and that is going to happen, or that's happened with the university. So imagine that all of those scholars get enrolled to the university. So when they uh, get graduate to the university, so they had to be employed in the company, right? But what happened if you are in a small town? And maybe you are going to have more competence. I mean, so you are in a small town and you graduate as an engineer, and maybe 20 of your partners graduate as well as engineers. In a small town, uh, that small
That's
town
too
just have the
much.
capacity
That,
just for
that's too
one.
much people looking for the same
Yes.
charge.
So imagine 20 engineers in a small town. So Maybe you are in Bogota, maybe that work, but not in a small town. And I'm just going to, and I just give an example just with a one career. Imagine that if there are 1,000 students in a small town, or maybe like Facatativá is around the maybe 2,000. I don't know, in Medellin, for example, how many students can graduate of the secondary school, the high school, and they got into to the university and they graduate as well. So it's
Yes,
a lot of people.
that's why the companies keep increasing the requirements for hiring people. Languages, like I say, specialization, masters, or any kind of team, they keep increasing the requirements. Let's think about let's take into account, for example, 10, 20 years ago, or a bit more, uh, when our fathers or grandfathers, maybe the people that had access to education, graduated from bachelor. Oh my God, that was amazing for someone to have a graduated bachelor in their family. That was something, that was a success. That was very important for them. Right now, everyone can graduate from bachelor from high school.
Yeah.
But in the past, that was really difficult because the education doesn't it wasn't available to everyone. Maybe in the main cities, it was available, but in maybe in towns, to primary or to middle school, but not high school. So it was so very, very strange to see people graduate from high school. Right now, it is something normal. As you is something common as you have a degree or a career or something. So companies keep asking for more because consider that there is so much competition. There are so many people graduating every semester, every year. They have to keep increasing the requirements to enter the companies.
Yes, in fact, teacher, what I think about this one. So in short time, maybe this is a great strategy of the any governments, in local governments, or the national government. So it's a good strategy for in the short time, but in the short time, sorry, but in the long term, so that's it's no good because the offer and the demand is not the same. And imagine maybe well, maybe in 20 years or 30 years. So imagine all the companies saying, "Oh, please stop. We don't need more professional. We don't need more professional. We need someone who wants to work, not to leader that company, not to direct that company." So
Yes,
imagine that.
it will depend of the economy, and I think that it would really depends on how the technology advances,
Yeah,
because the professionals that doesn't keep up with the technology right now, of doesn't focus or study something related to their careers and technology. For example, our career. um designing materials, using web applications in the future. That teacher, for me, I'm sorry for this opinion, but doesn't have a future in teaching, because we see right now, you see with Open English and other application, other companies, they are focusing on teaching through web conferences. So
yeah.
the teachers that doesn't get used to those kind of application or methodologies, uh, I it is professionally is dead.
Mm.
Because the market for physical teachings in an institute or those kind of things is getting smaller, and the
Yeah.
other market, the virtual market, is getting bigger.
Yeah, right, right.
Okay,
You're right.
Aurelia, welcome again.
I'm sorry if yes, sorry, I don't know what's happened with my connection. The internet was gone. And what you say, I think it's good. The most the best example that we can have is our university. And how much students our university has in this right moment. There are so many in comparison from La del Valle or La Nacional. So it's yes, I think that there are so many things that have to change.
Yes, the world is changing and is going towards a virtual market in every way. Like you say, most of the students from the UNAT are study in the methodology of distance or virtual. So it's how the world is evolving around the market and around all the professions. So let's go with the next statement, guys. I know what I want to do in my life. In the past, did you think for once about not knowing what to do with your life?
Um, well, yes, I think so many times because well, I think that actually there is not a good orientation about what you want to do next is a high school, for example. You are just studying like different kind of subjects, and you know that, for example, you don't like mathematics, or you prefer languages, or you prefer literature, for example. But I think that it is missing a good orientation. Maybe science, the most youngest ages to have a time to think about it. For example, I when I finished the high school, I travel. Well, I take like one year about thinking what I would do. And I think that there are so many students. For example, right now that I am teaching French to 11th grade, and I ask them, well, okay, what do you want to study? And they all say me like, no, I don't want to study more. I am tired of studying, and I don't want to study more. I don't want to study anything. And maybe I don't know, like rest a time, and maybe if I have the opportunity, or if I have the 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 wishes to study, I will study. But right now I don't want to study, and I don't know what I will study later. So I think that there are so many. Yes, I think that it is a case that that is like common, no, in our society, to don't know what you want to do. Includes, there are so many cases that, for example, a person study, for example, medicine for until the eighth semester, and in the eighth semester he just like realized that it is not for him, and he just changed his career. So I think that it's yes, I think it is missing a good job over there. I don't know if it is from psychologic, maybe, that they have to make a more important job in the school in order to orient us and the students and the teachers about how we can discover what we want to do. Or I don't know if maybe it's only with time, like growing up, and it's like a process of, yes, of growing up. It could be also.
Yes, like Orlando were saying some minutes before, some teenagers lack motivation and an orientation. Some of those guys, of those kids or teenagers, just need a bit of motivation. Even if the education is free, if they don't have motivation, they aren't going to do anything with that. And orientation too. We in some moments in our life, we need someone to give us that little push, or to guide us a bit towards towards a goal, because sometimes we can feel lost about what we are going to do. What do you think, Orlando?
Well, teacher, with all your respect, so I want to say something that I don't want to be rude. So with that, so
Don't worry.
what I think, so that maybe no one knows what they want to do in their life. So maybe we learn to to love, or maybe we learn how to do something, and we do the best learning that, but no really knows what we want to do. So, what I say this one, because in our culture as a Colombia, so many of our parents say, okay, you must to be a professional, and you got got out of home, and your neighbors say, oh, you must be a professional. So, and as a teenager, you think, oh my goodness, what I want to do in my life, because I want to be approved for my family. So in your relatives, in all the society is saying you must be a professional. So because all the time in nowadays with the technology, all the time someone is saying you must be a professional, go to the university, you must to do this one. You must, so imagine that. So that is crazy. The world is crazy. I don't want to mean that the technology is crazy, but the information, a lot of information that we are receiving all the time. So maybe that make you do doubt about it. What do you want to do? So like you said before, so teenagers need an orientation. They need to be awareness the how the real world work. So we can live in a life. So maybe when you put a real example to teenagers, so many parents or many other peers say, so oh, why you say that to them? So they don't have to know that. That is no good. But why? See, that is the reality in our lives, in our world. So they need to be prepared for that, and they must to face that, the reality. So, and they need to be awareness. We need that. So we don't need to be a professional. So we need to be awareness that what is our that is well, what is our world in this world. So we need to know that. Maybe if I feel like a good cook, well, I'm gonna cook, and why not? So maybe if I was dropping the on the street, so well, and why not? Someone need to do that. So I can do it and a good and be a good person. So maybe I can be a good example for the society, because I need to be honest. So by ourselves, we need to do that. We need to know all of that. We need to be awareness. And as you say, so we need to give them a good guide, all of the teenagers, about what they are going to face in their life.
Yes, like some people say, Orlando, no matter what work you have or what you're going to do, uh, you just take in mind that you do it with love, and you are honest and you are humble. But no matter where the work, if you are cleaning the a bathroom, or you are an engineer or anything else, you just do it with love and with humble and with honest, with responsibility. So that's one. Yes. For example, Aurelia, she were telling us. Uh, she were telling us that she discovered that she loved teaching. She loved teaching that, and in the past maybe she wasn't even thinking about being a teacher, but she discovered that.
Yes, and even though I think that maybe there are so much changes in life that we have to pass in. For example, I don't know, change of the country, you have to move of another country, or for example, I don't know, you lost your job, or your somebody of your family passed away. There are so many change in your life that sometimes even if you have already a professional, I think that there are so many challenges that make you know, that make you ask the question, okay, and right now what I am going to do with my life? There is this change, and what I am going to do. I think that is not only that question about the educational part, but it's like a question in the general, and it's not like only next high school what are you going to do. It's not like what professions are you going to do, but in general. But yes.
Okay. Okay, guys, let's go with the last statement. Education is the key to success. Do you honestly think this applies to our social, political, economical reality? I really want to hear Mr. Orlando's opinion about this.
Okay, teacher. Well, what I think about this one? So, education doesn't mean that you must to go to the university, to the college, or the online school. So, because you can be educated a good or receive a good education in your community. So so the people learn you everything about the how you must to 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 do in your community, in your society. That is something that you learn is in your community. So you don't learn that because you go to the school. So when our children go to the school, they know, they are aware that they have to be respect with the teachers. But that is something that is not something that you learn over there. Or maybe is you have to pick the rabbits up, so that you got that you find on the street. So children know that, so the people knows that. Something different if you don't do that. That's different. But if you see, if you can look a rubbish on the street, so why you don't pick the rubbish up? So maybe because you think, well, maybe because I don't throw out that, or maybe because, well, I ignore that that for you. So education, well, is the key to be success, but that is not the only one. So maybe I think that education is a word that is different between the learning, and is different between the teaching. So I mean, so maybe the education are rules that in any society, in any country, are imposed in order to get a best society. But it's very different the thing that you learn. So because maybe you watch in on the internet, so about something, maybe something about religion. I'm gonna put an example, and maybe you want to do that. So maybe that is something that you learn. So who teach you? Maybe because you wasn't in YouTube, or maybe in any web page on internet. So, but it's something that you learn. That my point is that education are rules. Education is something that people maybe create. It's a phrase where you must to be focused in that, because you are outside the box. Maybe you are outside the box, you can get into the society. That's it for me, education.
Yes, like some of the interviews of the video says, education is not only the college. It's not only going to college. Education are the tools and the guide and all a lot of kind of things that you have to that guide you to that way to success. It's not only college.
Yes, yes. Right.
Okay, Miss Aurelia, what do you think about this?
Uh, well, I think the same thing that Orlando, in yours also as a video. I think that education is not only college. Education is also in the house with your family, and also all the factors that influence the education. I mean, the society in general, your neighborhood with which you talk every day, your family, your aunt, your grandmother, everything. All the people that influence in your education, in your growing in the life. And yes, of course, that education is the key to success. If you have a good one and a complete one, um, I think that even more education is like having the possibility to think about something, to reflect about something. Um, Also, obviously, the respect, the value, also so value the respect. Um, so the handle tea, for example, the thing that you have to help somebody if they need to. But also, I think that it's very important that all the people have to have a critical thinking in order to like, yes, I think that a good education, it's also is an education that instructs you how to think about something, how to reflect for your own. So yes, I think that it's a key for success. And but right now, I don't think that the education it is going in a good way, because, for example, the students does not respect the teachers. For example, does not, even more, they does not respect each other. They call them by a lot of kind of surnames, like very very rude. So yes, and the young people, for example, does not respect the elders. And so I think that it is like a mistake in the way of how we are like educating our children and our all the teenagers. And just because there are so many problems that I think they could be avoided with another education.
Maybe Aurelia, maybe because many teenagers um, don't carry out uh, or don't respect the rules, because they know, all of us know that we need to respect the elders, we need to respect our parents, our teachers, we need to respect the authority. So, but maybe, so as a society, so we fail in that, because we are no educated, because no one no one educate us. So I mean, so is I'm gonna give an example. So if you can remember, so maybe 15, well, maybe in the 1950s. So when the people greetings and unknown, maybe on the street. So maybe say hello, hello. All of them say hello. So nowadays, no one say you hello, because you are an old, so and no one say you hello, right? Maybe because that is a culture, we are losing that. So maybe because it's sadly so say that, but that the degradation of the education, so in and not just in Colombia, I think maybe around the world is losing the values, or maybe that part that identifies each society. So of course, uh, as a Colombian, we are be all the time happy, and maybe like kidding or maybe joking. So that is our culture. But we forget that we need to respect the space of the other. So and we are an awareness about that. So I know that, okay, I need to be respect with a lot. So and be respect is say hello.
Yes, yes, and I think that, for example, this failure is, for example, I don't know, for example, the parents right now does not pass time with their children because, for example, you have to work like, I don't know, like from 7 in the morning until 5 or 6, and next you have to travel to your home, and you have to take the bus, or you have to travel with your motor to ride motor, and you arrive like, I don't know, like at 7 o'clock at your house, and finally the parents just like the children were maybe looking TV all the afternoon, and or mm, making things with the phone. I don't know, chatting by WhatsApp or chatting or doing anything else with their phone. And most of the time, they are not doing something like about education or about educate themselves, but just doing other things. And maybe the parent just does I don't know, like maybe the diner together, they eat, they talk about their day, and that is all. Everybody go to bed and begin another day and another day, and like this they pass all their life, or a lot of years, until that the teenagers grew up and they finally begin an adult also. And I think that there are so many things um are failing for that, because there is not an education at house. For example, in this high school that I am working right now, I see that from the house there are so many things that are missing. Education, talk with your children, talk about the problems, talk about the situation that they pass every day. So I think that there is one of the most important problem right now, and as a teacher we have to do that work, but we don't have enough time in our class to do all this work.
Aurelia, I agree with you. And what I think about that, so maybe I don't want to be rude, but I think like Pedro, he is a former president, Pedro Mujica. So he was former president from Uruguay. And I remembered a quote, I'm going to quote, and he said that we don't learn but the mistakes of the people who made in the past. So we learn so by our own mistakes. So and that quote all the time say me that, well, so we need to learn with these things that is happening right now. So the technology is something that is happening now, not 15 years ago. It's now, and we need to face with that, and we need to learn with that, not by the mistakes that other people made in the past. So because that's it not working. So maybe some quotes working to be awareness, so maybe to give you maybe a piece of advice, how maybe do something, or maybe what is the best way to maybe get a solution for something. But no, is for you, is our learning, and really, so is in our society we need to be focused on what are the problems that is happening right now, and we need to look for some solution, and maybe that is part of our life. So is if we can see how many people make mistakes in the past, so maybe we are going to think, so well, are the same mistakes, and that is repeated in all of the lives of the human being. So maybe you can say, well, that is a condition as a human. That is our condition. Make a mistake, and they notice what is going to happen, but so how do you say, um, well, our children, our future children, they are going to make the same mistakes. So we need to learn with that.
Yes, and I think that also as teachers, we have the missions to do something with that, with our students, to talk with them. If well, we don't have enough time to do, I don't know, the tasks that, for example, parents have to do, but I think that we can do something in our class, for example, as you are doing with us, teacher, like making us like a debate, for example, with some questions about what do you think about that? What do you think if it will be better that or this one? So I think that for that, teaching is a very interesting profession because also that you teach obviously your subject, but also you are teaching for life. You are teaching for, yes, teaching for life.
So I remember that a phrase is something like I always say that a teacher has the opportunity to change the world, but not the complete world, not the whole world, just the children world, because everyone is a different world.
Okay, everyone. The second part of this lesson is going to be the quiz, the test. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Did you wrote the names? Okay, guys. Here's the code. Please
Okay.
write it, and I'll be right back.
Okay, teacher, done. Teacher, can you hear me? Can you listen to me?
Aurelia, she's gone, but he is come back. He will
Yeah,
come back.
I am.
Yes.
I don't know, sorry that my connection is, but okay, I'm here. We can begin. Sure. Hello, Rhonda, listen.
Sorry, Aurelia.
Can you listen to me? Yes.
Yes, yes, it's focus wheel white cat. This.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, everyone, give me a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, guys.
Okay.
Es que estoy en el examen. Estoy en el. What do you think, Orlando? You think the teacher is gone or something like that?
Uh, yes, Aurelia. She's coming. He is coming. Sorry, I was thinking of that. Yes, maybe he went to the toilet.
Yes, maybe. 2 hours talking, he must be.
Yes, right. So imagine when he listened to this part of the audio. Oh my goodness, what they are saying? I'm not
Yes.
in the toilet.
Wow. And tell me, Orlando, how are you going with this career, with this final week of study, no?
Well, not really. I am in the seventh semester, so
Hello, hello,
yes,
hello there.
yes, teacher.
Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry. Let's finish this so you can go to sleep and on vacations. Okay.
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 Okay, guys. Let's go with the first question. Who states we all are on the same page but a different part of the page?
Wow.
Oh, teacher, it must be a joke. We
This
are.
is easy. This one is easy. It's one of the last statements that some of the interview says.
Where are you the name of teacher and I give my yeah.
Okay. Who answered?
Aurelia. Who's answering?
Okay, Orlando, did you give your answer?
No, teacher, because I have some troubles with my internet.
Okay, do you want me to restart the test? Aurelia, you there? Aurelia?
Hello, teacher. Yes, I am here. I
Okay,
was with my oh,
okay, Orlando, do you want me to restart the test or?
No. It's okay, teacher. Please, we continue.
Okay, the one it was Peter. Peter, with the guy with the white cap and the black sweater. That he states at the end that we all are on the same page, but at different parts of the page. Smiling Fox. Oh my God. Okay, guys, who dropped of architecture because he got a well-paid job? Peter.
Peter, yes.
Yes, that's right. It wasn't the black cap guy. I really didn't saw his name in the
Yes.
video. I don't know
No,
what happened.
the black hat guy is Joseph.
Yes, you told me that it was Joseph. Oh my God.
Yes.
But very good, Aurelia.
teacher.
Or it was Orlando.
Um,
Me, teacher.
Orlando,
Okay.
yeah. Sir, I have a question. All the questions will be with names.
Some kind of yes.
Okay.
That's
So
why at the beginning I said I asked if you remember the names of the guys in the
so
interview.
Yeah,
so
now I
could
understand why.
teacher could I give you some piece of advice? Maybe some the names to Aurelia maybe
Yes, of course. I
teacher.
don't have a problem.
Okay,
Yes.
Aurelia. Okay, if you can write down. So Jordan Jordan is the black man. I don't know if you remember. Is he was
Yeah,
he was wearing a great sweater, right?
yeah.
Okay, Xian, 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 yes, Xian. The cap, he was using a cap and glasses. Well, the glasses were on his cap. And Joseph had the black cap guy, but that the black cap was torn, right? Okay,
Okay.
Peter is the white cap guy, so maybe he is from Asian country maybe because he had the face is uh, is from that continent. So okay, and two women and Kellyanne. Um, well, I'm gonna say Kellyanne used necklace He was wearing a necklace.
Is the girl with a tattoo chair with a
Yes,
chair?
yes. With the tattoo shirt, or maybe
And she had one side of her head shaved, I think.
yes,
And she
Oh
has
yeah.
yes,
a strange haircut.
and Anya,
What's her
she
name?
Kellyanne,
Kellyanne
Kelly. Yeah.
yes, and
Kelly.
Anya,
is the normal
Anya,
girl.
yeah,
Okay.
and Anya, she has a long brown hair.
Yes. The
Okay,
other
right.
girl, yes.
Okay,
Okay.
yes, the other girl. Perfect. Okay,
Okay,
teacher,
you
sorry, you
ready?
can continue. Yep.
Okay, guys, let's go with the next one. Smiling Fox, Focus Wildcat. Oh my God, those nicknames. Who retired from college because his dream was to make music. This one is very easy. It's at the beginning of the video.
Okay, Kelly, Jordan, Blackman. No, Sean, Captain Classic. And
The Grey Cup guy is Joseph. I forgot to change the name.
Joseph. William, Sean, as a
It's
Captain
between Sean and Jordan.
Jordan. So it will be. Yes, I remember the man, but oh, oh my God, it is here. No.
Do you remember who is Sean? Yes, that's right.
Yes.
The musician.
Not like a
you
tall man, like speak
you
very
guessed
French.
right.
The guy with the cap and all those pins in his shirt.
Yes, he was like very with selfish. Yes.
Okay, let's go with the next one. Who is studying psychotherapy? This one is easy too.
No, this one.
The smiling fox is quick. Without mercy, he's too quick, too fast. Yes, very good, Aurelia. Anya is the one studying psychotherapy. Very good. Okay, guys. Who didn't even question it going to college? Very good, guys. Kellyanne was the girl. Okay. If you find your path, you can do whatever you want. This statement is from
My goodness.
I reminded him it was like he's not like black the black man,
Ah,
but he's like a middle and
nah,
white like that.
I lost this one, teacher. Ah,
Yeah, you sure?
yes,
You
yes,
sure
yes,
remember the answer?
yes. I remember the answer, but was then. Yes. That was in the
Oh my
first
God.
part. That was in the first part. In the well, really, yes, in the first question. Yes, because was the
Joseph,
great
it was
caveat.
Joseph.
Joseph. Yes.
Okay, very good, Aurelia. Almost. Okay. Who associated education with tools and knowledge, but not with college? This is a statement we were talking about in the debate. That going to college, that education is not only going to college. It's related to the tools and resources and knowledge you have to confront life. Very good, Anya. Very good, guys. Oh my god. The focus is white cloud is near the smiling fox. Okay. If everyone had a degree, who will fix your car? Who thinks like this?
It was oh, I
My
don't
goodness.
I don't remember for now.
Oh my goodness. Peter. No, Jordan. Sheen. My goodness.
No,
Oh my goodness. Well, Jordan. Oh
It
no.
was Jordan. Jordan. Near the middle of the video, I think he he gave this statement.
Mm.
Okay, guys. Oh my God, what happened here?
Mm. Well.
Okay, a degree doesn't make someone meaningless. Just took it down from the pedestal. Says, who says this?
The
oh,
last
I
question.
remember it was this one. Oh, it was in this one.
Oh my
No,
goodness. Was Sheen.
What happened, Aurelia?
which one was teacher?
Oh.
Sean, it was Sean.
Yes, yes, of course. I was thinking that. Oh yes, I was thinking of him, but I don't know. But okay, that doesn't matter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well.
Near the end
Yes,
of one of the statements, he says this.
yes, yes, and he made like the move with his hand, like a pedestal. We have to give it
Yes.
meaningful.
Yes,
Well.
That's
guys. Okay, very
Well.
good. You did very good, guys. That's very good. Okay, people. This is the last session. This is the last session we have. Guys,
Okay.
I wish you success. I wish that all your life goes well. All your dreams, your goals can fulfill. I wish you the best, really the best for what comes. I really wish that you can finish your careers, that you can have everything you want with your family, with your parents, your child. I wish you the best, guys. Really, honestly.
thank you
Thank
very
you so
much.
much.
It is very kind to hear something like that. Those kind of wishes. Thank you very much. And
Okay.
for you too, teacher, we hope that the life is going to give you good things for you. Your advice.
Thank you very much, Aurelia.
Yeah, yes, teacher. So I appreciate all your passion with that because we need a lot of passion and you on all your creativity to make all of these kind of debates because sometimes in that debates we go, oh my goodness, what are you going to say? So maybe we can think in a moment. So well, I don't have any idea what to say or what's mean that. But all of those debates um, teach me so that we have to be prepared for any topic. We have to be prepared for any situations in our lives. So in an academic environment, so we must be prepared because it's for our future job. So we need to performance, we need to master that we know that we do. So and that was a great to participate in all of those debates, and I was very great to enjoy and those debates. I'm sure my well, the few I know about every topic. Thank you so much, Aurelia, because you teach teach us about your country. Maybe just was a few times, but was good as well because we can share our countries, our cultures as well.
Yes, thank you, teacher. Because as we said yesterday, we have as teacher, we have to can be able to talk about everything, and I think that the session with you was very interesting to discover new material. Because I think that those videos, like the video of today, is very interesting to watch with our students, and in that way we can do those exercises with them also. So thank you, Orlando, for your ideas and your position over about those topics. That is very interesting to talk with someone who thinks different about you, because yes, you can talk more. So thank you very much for you, okay, and also the best for you.
Merci vous, mademoiselle.
De rien, avec plaisir, monsieur.
Oh my God! Don't start speaking French. I don't know anything in French. Don't start, please. Don't make me feel bad. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for your words, and you're welcome. I really did this with love, with passion, because I like a lot to teach. So I really appreciate your words, guys. As a last wish, before I go to another world, another plane. As a last wish, please send me a short video of maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
Yes,
Send me,
teacher.
please. Yes, Orlando. Yes, I'm
No,
looking at
sorry.
you. I'm looking at you. Please send me a short video of near 2 or 3 minutes. Can be a video or an audio of what do you think about the course, the sessions, your honest opinion. Because I really need this before Monday, before Tuesday, for my final task of my course. Okay, so please
Okay, teacher.
help me with this, guys. Same to you, Aurelia, please. Just a short video or audio, okay, to my email.
Okay. Okay, teacher.
Okay, guys. Again, the best wishes to you, to your families, to your careers, and your please, to your goals. And thanks again. Thank you very much for being here with me tonight, for spending time with me. And see you. I wish you the best.
Thank you so much, teacher.
You're welcome, guys. Have a good night, rest well, and I wish you the best week, guys. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Bye, Aurelia. Thank you so much.